Happy New Year, Pisces. I hope all of you are having a great year so far. I am glad to see y'all. I'm a little late doing my videos, and I apologize for being late. I was going to do a New Year's resolution, guidance, and advice video for each sign, and life happens. And I didn't want life to seep into my readings, so I didn't get around to doing those videos. But I'm going to include the guidance and advice cards in all of the January videos for each sign. So thank you guys for being patient with me. Of course, I am the Apache Dreamer, and this will be your January 2019 reading, Pisces. Of course, I'm going to be using my energy oracle cards, and I'm clarifying today with my psychic tarot cards. And I have two new decks that I'm going to be doing the resolution, advice, and guidance from. Keepers of the Oracle, Keepers of the Light. Y'all, shit happens. Nothing ever goes the way I plan it to go. Don't pay me any attention. Magical Unicorn deck is the other deck. I had already gotten partially through with you guys' reading in another video, and something weird and wonky happened. My tapestry in the background here magically just decided to just completely come off my wall. I was gonna just edit that video and add on to it, but that was way too weird and I didn't want to freak people out. So my son put my tapestry back. I'm back. I'm gonna do your reading for you again, Pisces. Even though y'all don't know, y'all didn't get to see the video, but it was weird. I promise I grounded myself before I did these videos, and that still happened. Weird shit. Anyway, be sure to hit the like button, and if you have not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and subscribe to the Apache Dreamer channel. Click the little notification bell to get notifications on any uploads I make to the channel. And I really appreciate all of your likes and shares and comments and views on my page. Let's get this back popping, okay? I'm just gonna try to do a repeat of what I did before. Bear with me. So, first card that came out for you guys in the month of January was the Hostilities card. I don't know why some of you guys are starting your year off with anger and aggression, but we're going to clarify that. Un momento. In the month of January, some of you guys I see are coming out of a binding situation where you felt all tied up. You felt there's nothing you could do about the situation. You threw your hands up and gave up and just let that shit ride, you know? Or some of you are coming out of that situation. You're coming out of a bind. You're coming out of a bad place, a bad space in the month of January. You're coming out of a closed-minded state, a closed-off state, closing yourself off from the rest of the world. You're coming out of that, and you're finally, in the month of January, you're going to be able to think clearly. You're going to have a lot of aha moments and epiphanies, like, look, oh shit, life isn't so bad. That was my impression of the thinking man, y'all. Life isn't so bad. You're going to have a lot of aha moments, like, you know what? This shit was bad. But this right here wasn't so bad. While I was going through the bad shit, I had this going on over here. I had this whole ball of fire in my hand. And I have, the fog's going to be cleared from your mind, Pisces. That's what I'm trying to say. You're going to have some good clarity in the month of January. For some of you, this binding situation that you're coming out of is a situation with a woman that was not so good for you. And you are coming out of that as well for some of you. You have stopped thinking about this lady. You're getting over her finally. Um, you no longer want to constantly communicate with her. You no longer want to stalk her page. You no longer think about her all day long. Um, you're coming out of the fog that she had bogged on your mind. She had entranced you with. Haha, entranced. Okay. Didn't have that word in the last video. Couldn't think of the proper word. But yeah, for some of you, the fog on your mind was over a woman that you were slightly obsessed with. Sorry to use the word, but it is what it is, Pisces. I love you all. My moon is in Pisces, so I'm down with y'all. But this looks like a little bit of an obsession that some of you had with a woman, and you're finally coming out of it. Proud of you, Pisces. Good for you. Good for you. That's what I'm talking about. Some of you had been, and I was trying to find the proper way to explain this. Some of you had been in a very lethargic state. Your energy levels were low. You were fatigued all of the time. Like you're dragging when, when you do sleep, you weren't rested. It was a fitful sleep. Your energies were very, 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 very low. In the month of January, Spirit says the healer of ages is on your side to bring you back the vitality that you need. This is a spiritual Red Bull for you, Pisces, here. Okay? Get back up on the horse and take a ride, okay? You're going to finally get a good restful sleep, Pisces. You're going to be able to exercise again and not be exhausted afterward. Eating won't make you feel like you're going to pass out. You're going to be renewed and refreshed and invigorated in the month of January. For some of you also, I am seeing that you are coming out of your financial constraints. Hooray, Pisces! That's what I'm talking about. You're coming out of being strained financially. You're coming out of being broke. And for a number of you, it's because there's a man coming to offer you money. This could be a raise at your job. This could be your boss offering you a raise or a promotion that comes with a raise. For some of you, there could be a man that owes you money and he's finally going to pay you back. And hooray for that, because he hadn't been making you wait so long anyway, Pisces. That's all I'm saying. But there's a man here with the coin, and he is coming to help you out of your financial constraints. Okay? That's what's up. I'm going to clarify this hostility, and I'm going to clarify. I'm going to clarify this man with the coin as well. And I want to know what the situation is you guys are tied up in that you just came out of. I'm going to clarify that in a minute. But first, the two cards I pulled for New Year's resolution guidance and advice from the Keepers of the Light deck. Pisces, you guys got Paul the Venetian. It says experiencing grace. He's handsome, isn't he? I like his little goatee though. Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you, Pisces, in the month of January. Paul the Venetian. Ow, this may be the man coming with the coin. You're sharing your gifts with grace, and you are being very eloquent while you're doing it. And because you are doing so, your boss wants to reward you with some coin. Ching ching. That's what I'm talking about, Pisces. And from the unicorn deck, you guys got Pisces, forgive. It's time to let go of anger and blame. which is so ironic because the very first card that came out for you fish, hostility. It is time to let go of anger and blame, Pisces. Beautiful unicorn picture sitting by a lake. I love it. Let that go. Que sera, Pisces. Let that shit ride, baby. Let's clarify some of these cards for you guys. Push my glasses up. What is this? Hostility Pisces has. What is this hostility Pisces? Hostility of Pisces. This is like a whole plethora of cards that came out, but we're going to go with it. We are going to go with it. Okay, like I said, some of you are very lethargic and it is affecting your work performance. You're not feeling up to it a lot. You're very low on energy and you're not accelerated in motion. There's no motion in your ocean. Not sexually, but you got no energy, okay? And like I said, some of you had a relationship that was full of conflict, a lot of fighting, a lot of arguing. There was no harmony there. This came out side by side, these two cards. This all came out when I asked about the hostility card. A lot of you may be hostile because you have no energy and it's making you cranky. You don't feel well. Some of you are hostile because you are in a relationship full of conflict and you feel defeated. You feel like this shit has got to end. This shit has got to end. I can't take too much more of it. I can't take no more of it. I'm cranky. Okay? That's where your hostility is coming from. There is hope, though, Pisces. There's hope. Things will get better. Things will get better, especially you coming out of those financial constraints. Things are going to get better. Yeah, heartache and loss. Some of you are coming out of heartache and loss. Some of you may be coming out of a third-party situation. That may be the source of this conflict and defeat that you're experiencing in this relationship with this woman that you couldn't stop obsessing over and thinking about, Pisces, okay? You're coming out of the heartache and loss. You're coming out of a third-party situation for some of you. And this has to do with that badass relationship that you were in. That lady just wasn't no good for you. Plain and simple as that, Pisces. And like I said, some of you are coming out of financial constraints in the month of January. This is the card for financial and material changes. So a lot of you are coming out of the constraints of having the penny pinch, living check to check, living no check to next, so on and so forth. Some of you are ready to move on to some of you, oh gosh, some of you wanted to marry this lady. Some of you foolishly wanted to marry this lady that you couldn't stop thinking about. You wanted to marry her. You wanted to have a family. You were ready to merge bank accounts. You were ready for the whole deal. And that was going to be an obstacle for you. It was not going to work, Pisces. I'm kind of glad you're getting over this lady, because that was not going to work in your favor. I got the card for obstacles and challenges, right there with that. Just dab smack in the middle. Shit just wasn't gonna work, Pisces. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. I don't like giving people bad news, but don't shoot the messenger. Do not shoot the messenger. Okay, what is the situation? I had Pisces all tied up. Yes. For some of you, the situation that had you all tied up was the obsession that you had with this woman. These cards keep coming out saying the same thing over and over again. They were starting to repeat themselves. You had a lot of love, a lot of fiery passion with this woman. And the flame has been doused. Sorry to say it. The flame has been doused. Yeah. There is no future with this woman, and I'm very glad that your mind is starting to clear from her, because that was a little bit too much obsession for my liking for you, Pisces. You guys can do better. And for the longest time, some of you were in this fucked up relationship with this woman, and you were suffering in silence. You were suffering in silence, Pisces. And I'm very sad for you guys. That's very heartbreaking. What I'm the best way I can explain this, what I'm looking at, is you manifested a better life for yourself. Some of you must have been praying like, this shit has got to change. Please, God, please, please, please help me out of this. Please just, if you get me out of this bind, I'll start paying my taxes. I start paying my taxes. I'll help an old lady cross the street, Lord. Just whatever you got to do to get me out of this badass situation, I'll do it. That's what I'm seeing there. You have prayed and manifested your exit from that fucked up ass obsession that you had with this person that you had no business being with in the first place. This lady gave no fucks. And I guarantee you, for the majority of you that this applies to, when you made your leave from this lady, she probably acted like she didn't even care. And I'm pretty sure she did not care. She wasn't good for you, Pisces. So, good for you. Good for you for stepping up for yourself and making an omelet out of rotten eggs, Do something good with it. You manifested something better for yourself, Pisces, and I'm very, very proud of you. You guys are awesome. You rock. And I really hope everybody has an awesome, 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 awesome 2019. I wish all of you fish peace and blessings for the entirety of this year. I will see you guys in February for your Love V-Day reading. And for those of you who aren't into it, just a regular reading. Peace out, Pisces.